We have been looking for a portable projector to take with us when traveling. Sometimes when you're staying at a hotel or vacation home, the ports behind the TV are not accessible, and you can't hook up your gaming or video device. We thought of a portable projector as a possible solution for having TV on the go.
When we saw the announcement of the Samsung Freestyle portable projector at CES earlier this year, we thought it was the perfect solution. By the way, this video is not sponsored by Samsung. This was bought with our own money, and these are our own opinions. So we pre-ordered it, and we have been using it for gaming and watching videos ever since we got it. Let's begin with the technical details of the Freestyle. This is all according to the Samsung website. More details on that later. It is a 500 lumen pico projector. It can project an image from 30 to 100 inches in 1080p and has a contrast ratio of 100,000 to 1. It has Wi-Fi 5, Bluetooth 5.2, and a 5-watt speaker. It has one micro HDMI connection for video input, or you can add a powered USB-C hub to connect devices too. It runs the same version of the operating system that Samsung TVs use called Tizen. It comes bundled with a remote control. It has a swivel that allows it 180 degrees of vertical movement. Its retail price is $899 and comes in several colors.
Setup was super easy, but there's one small detail here. You see, we have Samsung phones. Using the SmartThings app, the setup took care of itself. I wonder if it would be as simple to set up using an Apple device. Either way, we were up and running in no time.
On our last trip, the Freestyle served us just fine. Turns out the TV in our room had a ghosting issue, if you can believe that, so out went the Freestyle. We pointed it to the biggest plain wall available and started watching Dragon Ball Evolution without any issues. Ha! Just kidding, nobody watches that. The Crunchyroll app is not available in the Freestyle App Store, but once again, if you have a Samsung phone, you can use Smart View to mirror your screen to the Freestyle, and from there, you can show Crunchyroll. As for the projected image, as long as you have a semi-dark environment, the video looks great. We have never owned a projector before, so what might look good to us might not look good to an expert. We're just giving you our honest opinions as regular consumers.
We had to order a micro USB to full-size HDMI converter to connect other devices to the Freestyle. Afterwards, we were able to connect the Nintendo Switch and play some games. In the beginning, we couldn't figure out how to get the video input for the Switch. Turns out, you just have to turn on the Switch first, and a tile will appear at the bottom of the screen. No need to switch inputs. We played a couple of games and they all worked fine. While we can't tell you exactly the latency that was involved, games responded pretty well to our button presses. Here we played Street Fighter with no problems and good controls.
We also played Record of Lodoss War Deedlit in Wonder Labyrinth, which requires fast responses, and it played just fine. Review of this game is coming soon, so please subscribe to see it and other great content. This game is being projected into a wall that is angled at about 45 degrees, and the keystone was able to compensate for that. Overall, a very pleasant experience. But it's not all sunshine and roses. This device has some very glaring issues. First, the auto keystone kinda sucks. We don't need to own another projector to know it should not be this hard to get the image to angle itself correctly. We move it, twist it, turn it, until finally it decides to get into place. Also, the menu is so cumbersome that manually keystoning the device takes even longer than just moving it around until it works. Talking about menus, the other issue that really grinds my gears is how slow they are. There is a massive delay from clicking the remote button and getting a response on the screen. This leads me to believe this device is underpowered, and even with Tizen, it runs super slow. Hopefully there are things that we can resolve via firmware updates, but we're not holding our breath.
Going back to those specs on the Samsung website, I believe they are a little bit deceiving. See, Samsung says it has a brightness of 500 lumens. But I found this website from The Hookup, who explains that a better measure of brightness are ANSI lumens. According to his calculations, the device has a brightness of about 240 ANSI lumens, much less than the 500 lumens that Samsung advertises. It doesn't really affect us since we think the overall image looks just fine, but we wanted to let you know in case you're considering buying a Samsung Freestyle.
Buying a projector is hard. There's so many choices available and reviews can be all around. It's very hard to determine which one is good and which one is not so good. To be honest, this was more of an impulse buy for us. Do we recommend buying the Samsung Freestyle for $899? No, definitely not. This is a first generation device. There are many quirks that still need to be ironed out.
The Freestyle does have some points going for it. First is the quick setup and ease of use. Second is the portability. It fits in any bag. no problems. It's even got its own carry case. Third is app availability. This runs pretty much any video app out of the box. Many projectors have issues with Netflix, since only Netflix approved devices can run this app. The Samsung Freestyle is Netflix approved.
We have been enjoying the device and hope to take it to many more trips. Any recommendations and comments are welcome down below. Hit the like button, subscribe, and thanks for watching!